Welcome to the first installment of the Three Rivers Cup. All you tuning in here from the frozen pond. I will say that the Wi-Fi and the internet is awful. AT&T, Verizon is bad. Wi-Fi here is bad, so it's going to be choppy. So I'll try to record and maybe upload a separate video at the end of the broadcast in case there's some stoppage in play. Fortunately, it looks like we're going to be playing here most of the weekend. In the evening, we are playing, I think, at Delmont. And that one should be a little better, even though it is Big Bear and it's also not the best. Generally, though, we think we can get better Wi-Fi. Not sure who's all missing. I'm pretty sure the first game, Connor Hyde is out. We do have an addition to the team here. His name is Owen Gatos. He'll be wearing the white jersey with the painted 15 on it. Big man who plays here at the Frozen Pond for the Icers on the regular, joining our team to fill in some of the gaps here today. Our first game is against the let's say it's the Central Penn Panthers. You might be on camera, but who? I mean, no, you're fine. You're fine. No, you got to work hard at that. Looks like we're gonna start it here soon, as the 3-minute warm-up buzzer has just went. Okay, so we've got 13-minute periods.
Thank you.
We got Grant, we got Cairns, we got Jack. I also think that we in net we have Marco Ray. I don't see Cody Ratkovich even dressed. Looks like we're going to start out here today with Owen Gatos, with Cairns and Bolsinger. Gormeyer and Shelton will be playing defense. And we're started. Panthers off with the puck. Gormeyer sends it back to neutral. All in the Panthers zone. Back to center ice. Bolsinger passes up, but going to get ice in here on the Foxes. Panthers take a shot, comes into Marco. It falls out of his glove and bounces in. So the Panthers on the board first. Cairns on the faceoff again. Shelton in deep. Try to pass out. Shelton will pop it. A good pass up to Owen. Owen passing across to Bolsinger, and it goes just off the head of his stick. The Panthers will turn it around. Pass out in front. Looked like it went out, but refs don't agree. Gatos will pass it up. We got Bolsinger, and he's on. Tries to get a stick on it. It's the late whistle on the ref. They'll end up covering. We're going to face off in the offensive zone. Balled off on the face-off. Jack with him. Looks like Taylor on the line. Lounder and Watson back. Lounder keeps it at least at start. And will pop out and get it over to Jack. Jack sends it back in, and we got Taylor giving chase. Lounder keeps. Pass up to Baldoff. Can't quite get a stick on it. And the Panthers turn it around. Skating into the zone. Good poke check by Lounder. Keeping it against the wall. Send out to Watson. Watson now. Skating out. Loses an edge. That puck comes out to neutral ice. Watson back. Trying to pass it up to Jack. Now back to Shelton. Out of the zone. Jack trying to feed over to Barefoot, who's just stepped onto the ice. Puck all the way back in the Fox's zone. Shelton will handle it. He'll skate into it. Shelton with great pass to Barefoot. Barefoot can't quite get to it in time. The goalie will wrap it up and stop the play. We got McFall and Gregor out with Barefoot line as they step on the ice. Dwarmeyer and Shelton, we're going to see a couple different looks on defense today, I think. Shelton still at the puck, taking his time. We'll pass the red line and send it in deep, and now Barefoot receiving it, trying to push it out the center. Dwarmeyer will chip that one. Barefoot will send it a little bit further. McFall and working with Gregor in the puck. Now behind the net, out wide. Dwarmeyer with a good stick there. Keeps it in, and they'll pass it out. Back into the zone, that's going to be offsides on the Panthers. We're still getting 29 frames per second, even though our kilobytes per second is pretty low. So hopefully it's somewhat watchable for you folks. Watson back to the puck. Pass up to Kearns. He feeds it to Gatos. Gets it to Bolsinger. Can't see, got a gentleman in the way. Out in the front. Watson with the puck trying to feed it back. Bolsinger up to Gatos. Gatos takes a shot. They get a stick on it. Back up the boards. They're going to pass it out. Gatos comes back. Good back check and able to free them out of that puck. Another good back check by Bolsinger. And Gatos taking the zone. Trying to lift it up over. Didn't have enough room. Now back in the corner. Lounder takes a stab at it, and Panthers able to get it out. And up the boards here, it's Watson. Watson trying to send it out. Gets stick challenge. Second attempt. He gets robbed, and Lounder steps in. Levi Baldoff back of the puck. He'll send it up the boards. Can't get it out. And shot. You got a guy sitting out in front of the net. That pass comes out in the slot. Cut off by Lounder. Back out to the point. Another shot on net. Fox has passed it out to center. That's loose out in front. Trying to feed to Baldoff. Baldoff can't quite pull the trigger. And Sheldon will take the slot. Got Jack with them. Take a shot, goes up and over the net into the corner. This is Jack now on the side. Back out to Dwormeyer. Dwormeyer will send it in. Trying to redirect. Jack can't quite take that shot before they get to it. Shelton will send it in. Now behind the net. It's Gregor. Yep. Now the Panthers on the attack. It's got Shelton back. A good stick by Shelton. Now behind the net, Dwormeyer. That's Taylor in there. I apologize. I said Gregor before. Shelton up the boards to Jack. Jack gets good hit against the boards. Into the zone. Taylor tried to chase. Jack back up on his skates. Another shot by Taylor. Able to turn it around. They're going to dump that pass, and it's going to be icing on the Panthers. Barefoot with Gregor and McFall. Step on the ice. Lounder and Watson backing up. Watson throws it in. High and over. Barefoot trying to feed it back. Good back check and effort by Barefoot. Shelton handling the puck now. I'm sorry, Watson. That one will bounce back in. Lounder working it. Pass out of the zone, gets cut off. Out to McFall. Trying to get it out. It will eventually do. Panthers turn it around. Foxes send it back. I'm not sure if that's going to have enough on it. That is. Icing is the call. Fox is able to clear it to neutral ice. Off the face-off. That cut off by Gatos. Gatos gains his own, takes a shot. Had it off, trying to get back to defense. Shelton will send it back up to Gatos. Gatos sends another one in. Bolsinger trying to get it. It goes off the back of the net. Trying to feed it out in front. Gatos working it, trying to turn the corner. And able to strip the puck. He's back with it. Pass to Dwormeyer. The shot goes high off the post. And Bolsinger, Dwormeyer will send it back in deep and around the corner up to Bolsinger. Shelton can't maintain the possession in the zone. A good wise move there, sending it wide. Warmeyer fighting the Panthers and trying to center pass, nobody there. Now it's Gatos. Gatos on the attack. Getting in, taking a shot, goes into the glove of the goalie. And that pass now behind the net. It's Jack working. Watson steps up. He'll sling one. It goes wide of the net. Panthers clear. And Slounder able to keep pressure on the puck. And it's Baldoff picking it up. Pass it up and out of the zone to Jack. And we'll get it in. We're going to say offsides. Late whistle on that offsides. If you want to do shots on goal, they say it, they show it right there.
Okay, I'll do that after this.
Okay. It's cold. My fingers are. Your fingers are red too. They don't call it the frozen pond for no reason. Taylor doing a good job keeping the puck in so far. The Panthers able to clear it. Foxes with some good pressure on the Panthers there, not letting them gain the zone. That puck is off sides on the Panthers.
They have 6.
We have 6. Yeah. They have not gotten many shots on goal, except that one. Center pass out front, nobody there. And Gregor goes in. That's going to be interference on so the Foxes are going to power play on the interference call against the Panthers. Can't do that. Number 55 on the Panthers will get a, I think 2 minutes. We'll see what they put up there. They should. A 1 minute and 30-second penalty. Yeah, you get the. They'll clear that puck, but that's gonna be icing. So we'll take that back down in the Panther zone. Barefoot taking the face off, back to Shelton. Shelton will flip one in. And Baldoff will get it out of the corner. He's still fighting with it. He's got it. Trying to backhand it in there. Can't get enough on it. Still pursuing that puck. Bolsinger keeps it in. Eventually it clears. We'll get it past Shelton, but Tormeyer gets in there. You can't get a pull off the shot. Fox is resetting. So Shelton on the move. He'll gain the zone. trying to center that pass. The Panthers collapse around it, and that puck will come out. Not going to have enough. Oh, I guess it is. Icing is the call. "18 seconds left on the penalty on the power play." Puck behind the net. It's Jack working it up to Watson. Watson will take it. He'll take a shot, goes off one of the defensemen. Watson back in the corner, gets his shoulder. There's Mason trying to feed it out. We got Gatos in there trying to sling one in. It's loose. We can't take a backhand shot, can't get it in. Goalie's playing out of his pads here. The Fox is trying to regain the zone. A little reset. Karen's trying to feed it forward. Now it's back in deep. That'll do it here for the penalty. About 30 seconds left here in the first period. And the Panthers move into the Fox's zone. Trying to get around one. Gatos back to help the D. And out to Jack. Jack with the pass, trying to get to Gregor. Gregor gets it on net. Goalie's gonna grab that puck. Well, the face off. Trying to get that shot. That just trickles past. Another great opportunity by the Foxes, and that'll do it here for the first period. Foxes trail by 1. Nine to 1 shots on goal. It's pretty offside. They're pretty lopsided, at least the shots. Balled off on the face-off. Leaving it to Jack. Jack will send it in. Balled off in the corner. He'll send it around Taylor on the other side. Watson shoots. Goes off the pads. It's loose. Balled off in Taylor. Dogging that puck in the corner. They'll flip it out. Launder sends it back in. On sides, back in deep. That puck comes real close to the net. And the goalie again wraps it up. Best games. That shot, he gets it in. Fox is on the board, collected by Colton Jack, able to push it past the net off the shot. The Fox will tie it up here at 1. Long time due, 12 shots on net. They finally get one pass. Goalie's been solid so far. Now it's Barefoot with Gregor. Gregor will send one in. That just goes off his tip of his pads. Barefoot sends it back out to the slot, and Gregor will pick it up. He'll send it in. Both trying to fight for it. He'll take a shot, goes up high and over the net. The Panthers on the attack. They'll send that one back. Shelton there to send it back to neutral. The Foxes will chip it up. Panthers trying to collect it up. Foxes can't keep it in. Comes out. Shelton has it. He'll send it back in. Deep, and the Foxes give chase. Pass over to Barefoot. Barefoot's still with it. McFall trying to get it back up that direction. Dwermeyer trickles out of the zone into neutral. Shelton dancing around. Still with the puck. Able to get it back on the end of his stick. He'll dump it back in. Fox is looking for a line change. Puck out in front. McFall takes a shot. It's loose. Gregor trying to work that puck. It comes up. They chip it and turn it over again. Cairns is in there giving chase. The Panthers coming in. Get past one. They'll take a shot, goes wide. Big hit by Kearns. And they're still at it. Nonetheless, worse for wear. Good save by Marco Ray. Pad save. Now goes wide and in the corner. Kearns will send it wide. Bolsinger trying to give chase. Panthers still with possession. Dwermeyer gets a stick on it after Bolsinger slowed it down. They'll chip out to McFall. McFall trying to hit goal. What a great chip there. Bolsinger off to the races. Panthers, Bolsinger dogging that puck. They're able to gain the zone. They leave it behind for Dwermeyer. Dwermeyer will chip it and it goes out back to neutral. Bolsinger's still on the ice. Now it's Dwermeyer sending it over across to Bolsinger. Bolsinger in the corner, center pass there. Cairns can't get it. The Panthers will send one in, goes behind the net. And it's Gatos behind, helping out. Watson steps back in. That shot goes across the crease, and it's Baldoff. Baldoff with some speed, trying to get around one. They'll turn it around back. Gatos has it. He'll send one. Skies over the net. The stick lift. The Panthers, what a great stop by, good stick by Watson. Watson turns it around. Trying to gain the zone. He gets good bodied on him. Puck stays in. Baldoff with it. Can't quite keep it. Jack will send it in. A little interference there. They chip it out in the zone. The Panthers will send it in deep to the Foxes. Watson with the puck. To Jack and Watson gain the zone. Watson in deep. Jack following it up. And a big hit, collision. Watson on Taylor. Taylor trying to take that shot. Taylor gets up and gets back and gets in the middle of that play. And that pass up to Dwermeyer. Dwermeyer pass over to Taylor. Taylor takes a shot. That lifts up and over the net. Jack first to it. Barefoot coming in to help. That Centering pass, and they'll clear it out. Shelton back, first to it, trying to backhand it out. Can't get it enough on it. Now Dwarmeyer selling things down a little bit, lifts it up to Jack. There's Gregor trying to get it the rest of the way. Barefoot dogging. The Foxes turn it around and pass it. Bench calling for offsides. He clearly had a skate on the thing. That shot goes up, almost hits the head of the defender. McFall centering pass comes across the crease. Nobody can get a stick on it. Shelton takes a shot, and the goalie will grab it and settle it down. Barefoot taking the face off. Panthers clear. Dwarmeyer trying to lift it up to Gregor. Gregor with good speed, giving chase. Back check by Barefoot, able to lift that puck off and get back to Barefoot. They send it back to center. Shelton picks it up. He'll dump it in deep. Gregor off the wall. Advancing the puck. Trying to chip it out in the center. It's still loose. And the goalie falls on that puck as it made its way to him through all of the skaters. Oh, it's Big Karen's taking the face off. It's Gatos finding the slot, taking the shot. And they call that in. Gatos from the slot takes the shot, and it gets in. The Foxes are now leading by 1. What a rip. That puck all the way back in the Fox zone going to be called icing. We'll take a face-off here in the offensive zone. Shots are 16-2 in favor of the Foxes. Getting good pressure in front and on net here today. Karen's taking the face-off. Puck comes around. Now back out of the zone. Watson with it. Slow it up, turn it around. Pass up and out of the zone. No icing. As it gets past all of the team. Gatos from the wall, lifted it off. Now dogging the puck. Karen's pick it up and try to send it back in. And it's Bolsinger in the corner. Karen's with the trying to advance it. Getting a lot of interference there. That puck will come out. With Watson back. Now in. Try to send it in deeper here. Not sure what's going on. Sorry about that. Gatos on the wall with Bolsinger. And the Panthers will knock it out. Watson will go the other way. And will get picked off. Panthers clear it, but it's Gatos now on the attack. He's got some room trying to set it out front. Now the Panthers still possession of the Foxes zone. They advance it to Marco Ray. He's able to keep it by. Baldoff will chip it up. Not cleared yet. In the slot, they'll lift one up into the net. Going to be out of play. Not sure why that was off. Yeah, I think it did. All right, I got the score correct. It is 2-1. Shelton taking it into the zone all the way, trying to sling it out in front. The Panthers able to get to it. Now up the board, Swarmeyer will pick it off. We'll send it back in deep. Got Baldoff. Panthers collapse around him. Good chip there by Taylor. Taylor able to pick their pockets and send it back the other way. Still with the puck. Gains his zone. He'll chip it forward. Baldoff trying to cut that pass off. It comes out of the zone. Back to Shelton. Shelton chips it up. And the Foxes will get a line change. Dormeyer trying to feed to Taylor and Jack. Barefoot steps on the ice. Trying to advance the puck forward. Barefoot sends it back to Dormeyer. Dormeyer will send it back. Trying to get back to Barefoot. The Panthers gain the zone. Back to help. It's Shelton. Shelton up the boards. They don't clear it. Mason up to McFall. Panthers gain the zone again. Pass cut off by Shelton, and Shelton will loft it out. Great pass, trying to find Barefoot in stride. We'll send it back to center. Back behind the net, Shelton up the boards. Panthers cut off. Foxes will clear it finally. And it's Mason Greger trying to get there in time. Taylor and Barefoot working the wall. Barefoot ends up with the puck, trying to get it to the center. The Panthers clear it. Another shot on goal. Marco Ray able to get two pads on it on the rebound. Now back out, and it's Mason trying to finish the job, get it back to center, and he does. McFall will chip it up. That's going to be probably icing as on the Foxes. Oh.
Marco got tested.
Yeah. Saw a couple shots there. Aaron's on the faceoff. Panthers end up with it, trying to center it. And Launder will send up the boards to Tormeyer. I'm sorry, Bolsinger. Bolsinger with a great shot. Pass. And it's Gatos trying to make that last little move. Just hits a post. Turn it around the other way. Comes all the way back to Watson. Watson passes out to Bolsinger. And Bolsinger on the breakaway. He'll take a shot, goes behind the net. Launder will chip it up to Cairns. Bolsinger with the puck, trying to get it around. Good defense. Gatos up to Bolsinger. Bolsinger trying to get it. Gatos in there. We'll chip it up to the point, but Lounder will keep it in and send it in deep. And it's Bolsinger. Panthers send it around the boards. Watson keeps it. He'll take a shot, goes off the pads and wide. As Karen set one up. Another shot goes off the blocker. And it's Lounder able to keep it in. And that'll do it here for the second period. Fox is still leading by 1. Starting us off here in the third period. Balled off Jack. Taylor. Shelton and Dormeyer. So, been fairly good and even play here today. A lot of shots on goal, a little lopsided in favor of the Foxes, but good clean play. Everybody's skating hard today. Like to see it. A pass out to Taylor from the point. Taylor still trying to crash that puck. Foxes keep it in. Shelton. Well, the captain, Baldoff, takes a shot and goes over the net. Another pass, another shot by the captain, and it goes wide. Out in front again. Good play and team play there. And that pass doesn't quite get to the offense. The Panthers turn it around. Dormeyer keeping them wide. Able to get around. Another shot on goal, and it great save by Marco Ray as he dives for that one. The Panthers will send one in deep and give it chase. It's Shelton working now behind the net. He's off his skates. They lose the puck. McFall passes up to Barefoot. Barefoot now trying to push it up to Jack. Can't quite get it on. McFall will dump it in deep. Panthers will skate it out. They take a shot, and they get it in. Panthers tie it up. They're tied at 2. Barefoot, Gregor, McFall staying in there. Louder, send it back. Out to point. McFall trying to chip it up to Barefoot. Gregor trying to get it in. Barefoot keeps it in. Panthers turn it around. Take a shot, goes off the blocker. Another shot on goal. Fox is able to get it. Oh, turnover. Marco Ray has the answer. He gets in front of that one. Up the boards it goes. Barefoot and Gregor working it in deep. Gregor in the corner. Pass out to Barefoot. Can't quite get it. Karen steps up. And they'll chip it up. Now it's a 3-on-1. It's Watson getting back. Cut off by Watson. He'll push it up. Pass it. That shot goes up and over. Into the corner. It's Cairns trying to get a stick on it. He'll second attempt. It comes in. And Marco Ray will hold that puck. Stop it. Cairns on the face-off. Puck comes in. Dwermeyer trying to get to it. It's loose. We'll take a shot, and Marco Ray will pick it up. Up the boards to a point. Panthers keep it in. Dwermeyer sends it out. Vados gets in there with the stick, trying to advance it to the net. Karen steps in. Puck now behind the net. Up the boards to Dwermeyer. Dwermeyer able to keep it for now. Bolsinger ends up with it. He'll take a shot. And a save. Good save on net there. Balled off on the face-off. He'll take it. Centering pass out in front. Can't get it. Going to chip it back to it. And it's Taylor trying to get a shot. Colton Jack with the stick on it. The Panthers will skate it out. Good stick by Shelton. Able to be patient. They send it back in deep. Lounder back. Now Shelton with the puck on the wall. Trying to pass it up to Jack, just ahead of him. They're going to be icing on the Foxes. Good job by Taylor. Able to get it out. Panthers turn it around. Dwermeyer with the stick. Taylor back. They'll lift that one up over the net. They'll work one back towards Ray. He gets wide. Pass up to Taylor again. They'll pass to Taylor. Taylor will get it back into the Panther zone. Jack trying to get to it. Good stick by Lounder, able to prevent that shot. Going to cut off there. Panthers passing it up. There's Shelton. Shelton in the zone. They hack at his feet. He stays in. And it's Mason Mason trying to pass it across out in the slot. Jack will send one. Dwarmeyer. Line one up. That puck goes loose. It's still out in front. They're fighting for it. Barefoot. Can't get to it. Now send him behind. They get it out. Panthers on the attack. Shelton on the boards to Jack. That's Barefoot. Trying to get it to Gregor. Barefoot. Dumping it into the Panther zone. Comes back out. McFall will send it in. That's going to be no icing as it hit Watson. Watson pass up to Barefoot. Back out the center. Watson slowing things down. He'll take a shot. That gets deflected high and over the net. Pass it up and into, I'm not sure why they didn't call icing. They'll chip it out of the zone. It's Gregor. Take a penalty for interference. Did not like that call. Minute and 30 seconds on the power play for the Foxes. And they just kicked them out. So penalty on 93. Not sure if it's going to be major. They kicked them out. So he continues. They kicked him out. 93. First interference, but he ran his mouth the whole entire way off the ice.
He had it right. They should have said.
He did it first, though. Yeah. Refs are going to talk about what's going on. Power play for the Foxes for at least a minute and 30. Oh, 5-on-5. Offsetting. He's just out of the game. No penalty assessed, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Balled off to Tormeyer. Tormeyer will send it in deep. We got Barefoot. Not sure why we're playing 5-on-5, but Panthers get in the zone. Tormeyer blasts it out. The puck. Shelton trying to advance it. The Panthers will pop it out. Pass over to, nice pass. That shot goes off. Puck out in front. It's still loose. Bolsinger ends up. Nope. I'll pass to the wide. Tormeyer sent it back in. We'll try to chip it up. Now out to neutral. Tormeyer settles things down. Over to Barefoot. Barefoot gains his zone. He'll backhand it behind the net there. It comes out again. Good chip by Tormeyer. Tormeyer advances the puck. Playing tough. We'll send it back in. That should be offsides, but they didn't call that. A shot on hits the defense. Watson getting it close. The shot off the post by Boldoff. Trying to keep it in, and now it's a foot race. Good stick lift by Gatos. Gatos turns it around. What a good play. He'll take a shot, goes off the stick, comes out all the way the other way. Fox is resetting. Shot up to Cairns. Maybe pressure on that. Send it out to Lounder. Lounder's going to hold up with the puck. And he'll dump it in deep. Gregor, Jack, and Cairns on puck. Comes out to Watson. Watson will send it to Grant. Grant up to Jack. Jack will send one in. A centering pass. Gregor trying to get to it. Fighting for it. Good stick by Watson keeping it in. Trying to send it to the slot. Now it's Cairns. We'll send one on net. And Marco Bray is going to wrap that one up. 1 minute and 48 seconds left here in the third period. Barefoot over to Bolsinger. He's trying to chip it out. Barefoot will get it the rest of the way. And it's Gatos. Gets it in. Fox's lead. Gatos beats him on the backhand shot from the side of the crease. The Fox is back in the lead. I think so. Dormeyer trying to get it in. They're going to send it back. Pass up to Shelton. Up to Bolsinger. Gaining the zone. Can't quite get to it, and they'll turn it around. Barefoot. Good pressure. They get into the zone. Get held up along the wall. Barefoot. Good poke. We're going to send it back in. Going to be offsides on the Panthers. Very close to offsides there by the Panthers. Lounder back. Send it up to Jack. That shot goes way wide. That's going to be icing on the Foxes. There is an empty net. That shot just wide. There was a touch, and that puck is not called icing because there was a touch on the shot. Panthers turn it around. They'll get a shot stick challenge. Oh, Watson will send one in. And they're going to call icing with 6 seconds left to play. Yeah. Gato's taking the face off for the Foxes with the puck. That one shot goes in. That'll do it. 1 second left. The Foxes lead by 2. They're going to call that a game. Yeah, there'll be a run on the number 15 jersey for the Foxes. 3. That's a hat trick, yeah. Yeah. First one was scored by I think Jack. Jack got it. The assist, I think, by Levi.
Yeah, Levi got the assist. Levi got the assist on the second goal because I saw it.
So that'll do it. We got another game here coming up. I think 5:40 this evening, hailing from Delmont, PA. We'll get the game scheduled as soon as we get some details, and we'll see you then. Fox's family signing out.